All right, all right, all right. Hello, everybody out there in line dance land. Welcome to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. I am Queen Sheila, the founder of the Line Dance Connection and Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. And I am so glad to be here with you today. And we're thankful that you're tuning in today to the podcast. We have an really astronomical guest today that's going to give us so much good information. I tell you, so get your pen and paper out because you know we have our trivia at the end of the show of all the stuff we talked about. So get your pad paper so you can keep your notes. But I want to tell you, most of all, fasten your seatbelt. Okay, make sure your parachute got some air in it and you can pull the string and everything work because we're gonna take off into outer space. Okay, with line dancing. So before I introduce our guest for today, I'm going to introduce my co-host, and I'm so excited. These are two awesome people. Okay, let me calm down. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about Miss Zandra Hill Costin. She lives in Montgomery, Alabama, and has been teaching line dancing for several years. She is the leader of the MGM Line Dancers and will be an instructor at the 2023 Annual Urban Dance Symposium. Without further ado, I present to some and introduce to others none other than Zandra Hill Costin. Hey, Miss Zandra.
Well, hi, Queen. What's going on? I'm
Hey, girl,
good. You can't
listen,
hear me?
listen. I can hear you. You can't hear me?
Oh, okay. I can't
Okay.
hear you. How you doing?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. It's a beautiful day. I thank God for each and every one. You know, this is my birthday
Amen.
month, so I'm still celebrating.
Right, right. So, I know my view is a little crazy, right? So,
Yes.
I just need everybody to know that I am coming back from M Town Throwdown. Mr. Ainsworth and the community up there, they threw down just what the name said. Okay.
All
We
right. All
had
right.
a great time. And so I'm on the road. I just could not come on and say hi and see our special one. Look, I got a special guest with me today. I gotta let them say hello, okay? It's my
Yes, yes.
special lady. She's my road dog. She's my just yeah. I'm gonna just look. She driving, y'all. She driving.
Okay.
Okay,
At least she can
just
wave
tell
at
her.
us.
There she goes. She
Hey.
can't look at y'all. She just waved. Just waved. Yeah, she
Okay.
driving. She driving. She
Yes.
driving so I can be on. Okay, I can't drive and
Okay.
do both. Okay.
Okay. Got you.
Yes, yes.
Well, we're glad that you're able to get on with us, Sandra, and appreciate your steadfastness to even, attempt to get on while you're driving back. And safe travels while you're on the cast, okay?
Thank
Um,
you.
Now I'm going to introduce my other co-host. Uh, his name, they call him, I think, Mr. Charles or something like that. He has been teaching for over 15 years, started out in Denver, Colorado, and now lives in South Carolina. He has won numerous community awards and has taught all over the USA and still teaching today, even though he retired. You know how that goes, line dancers. Yes, he will also be an instructor at the 2023 Annual Urban Dance Symposium. Without further ado, I introduce to some and present to others none other than Mr. Charles. Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. How are you?
How you both doing today?
I'ma just
Good.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
My call time.
I'm
Yes. Yes.
doing well. How are you today?
I'm actually doing really well. Me and my wife watched the grandkids
Oh,
today and
that's right.
ball with one of my grandsons, 12 years old. So to be able to shoot basketball and still dance at my age, I'm just blessed.
Hey,
Okay,
that's
so Mr. Charles, do you need to go and soak your feet?
I already did that.
Oh,
I did that. That was
okay.
early.
Well, I'm about to go soak mine because that throwdown took me down. I'm like,
it.
I'm
Took you
tired.
I
down.
told my grandson that I can shoot, but I'm not chasing nothing. He has to chase the ball and everything. I don't even know how to run anymore.
I tell you.
Just being blessed. Being blessed.
Yes, there you go. Just being blessed. Well, today we have some guests all the way from Los Angeles, California, you know, on the other side of the world. So real quick, Mr. Charles in South Carolina, Zandra is in Alabama, and I'm in Florida. Boy, a podcast is something, isn't it? I mean, the new internet, we can all be in different places. And our guest is calling from Los Angeles, California. Baby, we got it going on. What y'all say?
It don't get no better than that, Queen.
I know, don't get no better. Yeah. I tell you, look at what God has done. You know, even in the internet aspect, He's always working it out. You know, and I'm excited. So I want to introduce to some and present to others our guest for this evening, none other than Miss Marva Black, all the way from Los Angeles, California. Marva.
California.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hi.
You got a shirt. I see your California connection shirt, Miss Marva.
Look at you.
Doesn't she look beautiful?
Well, I am Marva Black. I'm in California. I'm one of the California one of the California connections. Line dance instructors. You don't remember that?
Yes, you did.
So thank you so much for having me. I brought some of my friends here with me.
Yes.
All right. David, there's Roz, there's Penny, Sean and Ejaya.
Oh my goodness.
James, and everybody knows Tish and Eric. So these are some of
That's
friends.
beautiful.
Right. It is.
Beautiful. Yeah, so we definitely know you're a member of the community now.
Oh, yeah. And definitely. But I'm so glad to be here. Really, I am. California is home to me. So my heart is in California.
Miss Marva, we need you to move to your left. There you go. Now we can really see you. At first, we were only seeing a little bit of you. So now everybody can see your beautiful face. And we need you to tell us who Miss Marva is.
First of all, Marva's a woman. Unfortunately, she's a widow. She's a mother, grandmother, and a great-grandmother. She loves. She is loved. And she was blessed with a mighty love that lasted for 59 years. Now, that's my part. This is the part you want to know. I'm a line dance instructor. I'm a coordinator, a choreographer.
All right.
And I dance. I've been dancing since 1995. I started teaching in 1997. And in 2001 or 2, I put on my first stage show. That was called Rhythm in Black. I got started dancing in a strange kind of way. I was at work one day. I heard someone talking to someone on the phone. They said something about line dancing, and I said, where? When they eavesdropping. When they told me, I went. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what it was about. I had no idea. But I needed something to do because I had too much energy. My kids were grown. And when I walked in there and saw all this dancing, I said, Lord, but I tried. I gave it a try. And I didn't even know how to do the electric slide. And I learned that night, and I kept going back. And the rest is kind of history. My children didn't know I was line dancing. I told my husband, don't tell them. Thursday, on Easter Sunday, which I started in February. So Easter was April. So in April, after dinner, I put on a tape that I had bought, and I started doing the first dance that I learned how to do. And all of them got up in the floor, and we had us a great time. And they were hollering, because I did not dance. They didn't know me to dance, and I didn't, because growing up I wasn't allowed to dance.
Okay.
So that's how I got started. The rest is kind of everything else, is built on that particular foundation.
Okay.
I started teaching that and didn't know what the heck I was doing. My instructor asked me, she said, "What are you going to do when you don't have any other dances to teach?" Because I only knew a few.
Okay.
And I remember, I'm before YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
And I said, "What am I going to do?" She said, "You're going to learn how to read a dance sheet." And that's what I did, because I am a real investigative kind of person. I started going other places, reading dance sheets, learning how to read them, could now put together the steps, the music, and I was on my own pretty much then. So I always tell everybody, I am semi self-taught.
Okay. Miss Marva, we have several people that tuned in. We have Carla Gray from London, England, and we have Yvonne Cornelius. I think it's how you say greetings, line dance family. She said Kelly in the house. She said you were her first line dance instructor.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, we got Edward Griffin in the house. He said, "Hey, Marva, my best friend."
San Diego.
Benita Gardner said, "Hey." Rochelle Dean say, "Marva."
Avis.
Congratulations. And it just goes on and on. Christina Johnson said, "Good evening. Hugs and kisses." So see your friends are tuning in.
You got Adrian Foot and Mo talking to Zandra, saying she's driving right now also.
Okay. Hey, Adrian.
Wow.
So, and we saw what's our girl Melba? Melba was on too. We saw Miss Melba.
Yeah. That's our winning Melba.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, we got to give hugs and kisses back to Christina Johnson.
Yes.
Peaches.
Yes.
That was one of my students. She was one of my students.
She's one of your students? Okay.
Yeah, she was at the beginner's ball.
Okay. All right, Miss Marva, we're sorry. We just wanted to give some shout outs because it goes so fast. I might miss some people. So
yeah, they're coming in fast.
So tell us about how many times a week do you teach?
Right now I'm teaching a beginner's class. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Okay. I teach I'm not teaching, let me say it like this. I'm teaching a beginner's class on Thursday night from 6 to 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I've gone all the way back to basics. I'm not just teaching dances. I'm teaching steps.
Okay.
Steps to where you can learn them and you can say them and you can apply them to what you're doing.
Okay.
So that's the class that I'm trying to build. It's a work in progress. So I'm really trying to build that class. And that's Thursday night. And then I'm also doing I'm putting out some of my dances that I've choreographed while we were on lockdown. And I'm doing that for YouTube. And so we're getting ready to put some dances out of mine on YouTube. And we're working on a dance right now it's one of my favorites, called California Swing.
Okay.
And it's been out a minute, but I never really put it out there like I wanted to put it out there.
Okay.
And so
it's coming soon, so stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm gonna video on June 3rd.
Okay. All right.
For YouTube. So I will be you'll see different dances of mine coming out periodically because I have this class every other Saturday.
Okay.
And we practice from 1 until 4 every Saturday. And I work. I'm a Simon Legree. I'm a tough taskmaster, but we work. We really work. And so that's my goal, is to put my dances on YouTube, and to have some place where people can go and see them if I'm not in a class. At least you can find them. But I need to have a class, but I got so many things going right now until I'm not sure how I can.
Okay. All right.
So Miss Marva, do you travel much?
No, I haven't traveled a lot. My traveling partner was my husband, and he's passed away. And my other traveling partner, Renee Alexander, is not dancing anymore. She's traveling around the world in her RV. So I'm not traveling because I don't travel by myself. I guess you could say I lived a sheltered life. And so I never really went places by myself. And it's not that I don't want to. It's that I guess I'm a big chicken.
That's all right. I was gonna say, before I forget, if someone is interested in coming to your class, can you tell us where you teach?
Yes, I will in a minute. It's called I can't think of anything right now.
That's all right. Well, if it comes to you can just let us know, so that anyone in the area that's looking for a class in your area can come to your class and get a great experience, I'm sure.
Well,
Wait, Mr. Charles, you had a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask Ms. Marva, how many dances you think an actually created over the years?
I knew you were going to ask me that. The best I can say, I'm going to say maybe 50.
Okay.
It's probably more than that, but I'm taking the safe side.
Okay.
I have a lot of dances that I like, and I have a lot of dances that went over and some didn't. But then I do have some that really caught on really well, and in fact are still out there now. But I like an upbeat dance.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I don't like it too slow. I don't want it to drag. I like a dance that moves.
And you like a lot of people too, because you said that. You said you like a lot of people. You like the big crowd. You said that.
I do.
I remember that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't mind. I prefer teaching a big group than a small group. I'm not saying I won't, and because I have, but I prefer the energy of the big group, and I prefer the challenge. That's my own business of a big group.
Okay.
Well, Miss Marva, I know you enjoy upbeat music, because we actually danced to Wild Wild West this weekend at the Throwdown in Memphis.
Wow, thank you for
the floor. It was 2 dance floors that they had, and they were both filled with people with the Wild Wild West. Didn't know if they wanted to go to this at an angle or straight ahead. They weren't sure. But
you know what?
Enjoyed it.
I appreciate you. Thank you for the love for the dances, for all the dances that I have taught. I really and truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
And Miss Marva, you told me earlier that you had achieved 2 lifetime or several lifetime achievement awards. Tell us about that.
The first lifetime achievement award that I won came from my friend here, David Carmack. His family gave an event, and they were giving out awards to the community people, and he put my name in, and I got the Lifetime Achievement Award. Yay! My second Lifetime Achievement Award came from UC Stars.
Okay.
The UC Stars Award. And they had to do battle to get me to come.
Wait a minute, before we go any further. How you say, Mr. Charles? Yeah.
And
didn't you just win an award? What was the award you just got this last week or so?
A Lifetime Service Award.
Okay.
Tell us about that.
Lifetime Service Award is from the city. I got it through Parks and Recreation for being a community person, for teaching line dance to the community, not traveling all over the place, but to try and keep my community together. And so I received that award maybe 3 weeks, at least let's say a month ago. I got that. And it's a beautiful award. Now, I didn't think to put my awards out. I could have held them up and showed them. I didn't think. I'm not that smart.
You don't have that many arms, do you, Miss Mel? You don't have that many arms, do you?
Your screen ain't that big.
Before we get on. But the other achievement award that I got was from, really means a lot to me. It was from my peers. It was a recognition, and I had all kind of little sentences on it from people who I have taught and who have been with me.
Okay.
And are now teaching.
Okay.
Cool. They had all kinds of things to say about me, such as, don't let her look over those glasses. Don't let her put her hands on her hips.
Ed Griffin said, tell her he
what is this book? This book that Ed he wants. He said, tell you he wants that blank book. What is this book he needs from you?
These books right here. There's one, there's two, there's three, and there's a whole suitcase full of them. Those are my workbooks.
Okay, step sheets and stuff.
Because I'm working on a dance right now, and that's why I was almost late, because I was trying to finish the dance because it was on my mind. And so, and if the steps come to me while I'm talking to you, trust me, I'm gonna start writing. But
we got Carla Gray said, Marva, do you always love to dance? Did you always love to dance?
No, didn't know how. Didn't know how. Was not allowed. Only dance that I could do was cha-cha. And I taught all of my kids how to cha-cha. That was the only dance that I knew. As a kid growing up, I wasn't allowed to dance. But so I love it now. I've always liked music, and I've always listened to music, and I'm one of those people who listens to the words.
Okay.
It has the words of the song in addition to the beat has to grab me.
Okay, got you.
But I hope I answered your question, Carla.
Well, Miss Marva.
Yes.
I was, I told you I was in Memphis, right? So I ran into Miss Linda Hardy. I was trying to get her to come on, right? But Miss Linda said it was imperative that I ask you about the plays. So please inform us about your plays.
Okay. Right. I'm not sure if Linda's talking about my plays or if she's talking about my showcases. I'm not sure.
Well, it doesn't matter. How about you enlighten us on both?
Okay. My shows were shows. One was called Rhythm in Black. The other one was called, and I happen to have the thing here, called The Gospel Train.
Okay.
It was the homemade poster.
Okay.
And this was
nice.
It's been a while ago, and this show was October 23rd and October 24th of 2004. And
wow, okay.
Yeah, so that was it, and both of them were historical pieces, and they dealt with rhythm, dealt with dance and music from the early 1920s up until the present. So I covered in Rhythm in Black, I covered the genres of all the dancing. My mother was still alive at that time, and I called, and because she was hot to trot. Ask her anything about anything, and she would tell me all about the clubs and all about everything. So my mother was my resource, and of course I dedicated it to her. She told me what to wear, what period, and what this and what that. So we did 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000. We danced, and every era had at least 2 dances in it. And I had a cast of 50 people. And put that show on for 1 year. The second show that I did was called The Gospel Train. The same format, but from a gospel point of view. But we started off earlier than that. We started off with slavery. And so we did a segment on slavery. Then we brought it up to modern day, talking about how kids talk to their parents and how this and how that. And then we went on starting in 1920, and we came on up to now with, and everything was a line dance. Everything that I did was not my choreography, but it was easy enough to learn, and it worked with that period. But it was an actual stage show. They were stage shows. They were at the West Angeles Theater in Los Angeles, and the auditorium, their theater held 450 people, and we sold it out every single show.
So I have a question for you. Have you thought about putting excuse me, those 2 plays on what do they call these little things right here, y'all? I can't think of the name of it.
Flash drives.
Flash drives. Thank you. Have you ever thought about having to put on flash drives and then selling them?
No, I cannot do that. And the reason that I cannot do that is because I don't have the music clearance from the original audience entertainers. And I have been approached and I've been contacted by entertainment lawyers because they knew the show was going to go outside of the community. And I did get a contact. I'm not calling the name of the theater, but I did get a call from the theater. They wanted me to come in, and I was all set to go in to talk about putting the show on there when they called me back and said, Marva, you do have all the music clearance, don't you? No, I didn't. And I couldn't afford to get them. It was thousands and thousands of dollars. So no, I can't do that. So I had to stay local because they didn't bother me because I was local. And so all they knew I was doing was paying the bills and had a slight profit. That was all.
Hey,
so
Queen,
I would love to.
Yes.
Queen, you want to tell her about Linda Hardy?
You tell her. Well, Miss Marva, do you have a secretary? That's the first question.
No.
Okay. So Linda Hardy is with the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., and her job, from my understanding, is to cover line dancing around the world.
Yes.
And so I don't know about Mr. Charles, when I met her at the UC Star Awards, she knew who I was, and she knew about the podcast, and she knew about my line dancing. And I was like, how does this lady know me? Know me? How does she know? But it's her job to record line dancing, things that happen in line dancing, and put them in the Library of Congress. And so that's why Mr. Charles was saying, to tell me, but Mr. Charles, you could tell her better than I can because you know her better than I do.
Well, I just met her at the beginner's ball, and she told me that what everybody needs to do, she gave me an armband. She said to go to www.urbanlinedance. I'll read this. I can't hardly read it now. urbanlinedancehistory.com and put your story on there. She just wanted everybody to put their story on there. Because I told her about the podcast and everything. She should just tell everybody to just go ahead and put their story on that. Again,
she's been trying to get me for a while, but at the time, my life was kind of in flux, and I couldn't do what it was she needed me to do. But I met her. Charles, don't you remember when we went to Cali Jam and she came to Cali Jam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when we met her together. She was looking for me, and I was hiding.
I guess what I'm trying to say, that if you could get somebody like your daughter or granddaughter, whoever, to maybe come over and spend a day with you, and if you cook some fried chicken and mashed potatoes and stuff, I might come and help. But if you get like someone who can start beginning, and record all the dances you've done. I mean, all the events you've taught at. I mean, all the classes you took. Just do a history of you. You'd be surprised. Yeah. And I haven't been teaching nowhere near as long as you, but you'd be surprised. Your bio would be like astronomical. But not just that, because it can help somebody else.
I understand. And
so that would be something that I know would be amazing. Go ahead, Mr. Charles.
Now, I just got a quick question for Marva. There was two things that happened in my life. They want to share that with me and you.
Yeah. One, Charles and I met. He said he met me in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I remember meeting him in New Orleans when we went to Linda Sam's event.
Okay.
And I was doing a symposium, and I couldn't understand how and who in the world would want to talk to me listen to me talk for 3 hours. Charles was in that group, and he said, "Girl, you had them going." He said, "You had them going." So he came. We at the Mardi Gras that night. We were taking pictures. And he just walked over. We had met and talked and what have you. And I thought he was such a nice guy. And he came over to me and he just stood there and he said, "Come on, Marva, let's take this picture." Marva stood up about as quick as she could. And so everybody said, "Why are you standing so quick?" I said, "Well, he sounded just like my husband." I said, "I am an obedient wife." So I jumped up. We took that picture. And I'm actually going to send Charles a copy of the picture that we took. That's one
that you took. Okay.
The other one is he called me right after his mom passed away. People don't know that he and I are as good of friends as we are, but we really are. And right after he passed away, he called me. Like within 2 hours, something like that, he called to let me know. I tried to comfort and console him, and I knew he was hurting, and he was close to his mom. And the second thing he wants me to tell y'all is, where's Annette?
Hey, baby.
This is gossip. I'm telling you. Girl, this is gossip. Let me tell you. Listen to me now. Lean in and listen. Him, Charles.
Yes, ma'am.
He called me one day. It was during the pandemic, and we were all on lockdown. He called to see how I was doing, how I was making out. Plus, my husband was gone and all that, and he was checking on me. And then he said, "Marva, I'm going to tell you something. I haven't talked to nobody else about it." And I said, "What?" He said, "I'm going to ask that woman to marry me." I said, "Well, it's about time." So long. So, girl, that is gossip straight from the horse. It's his mouth. I am so happy for him and so happy for you.
Yes.
You're like a mother to me. I always have been.
I told you, well, I'm going to accept the compliment because it's a beautiful compliment. But I ain't trying to collect no more kids. I don't want friends. I don't need no more children. I have raised children and grandchildren. I have 5 children. I have 8 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. I ain't looking for no kids. Okay. I love you, and you know that.
Love you too. You're so awesome.
Miss Marva, I missed a couple. African Violet said, "Marva, you are awesome." And Carla Gray said, "Have you thought about writing a book?" Do you know Carla? Carla from London, England?
No, I'm thinking of someone else. No, not that I know of.
Have you ever thought about writing a book? And then You have? Okay. Lasha Nicole says Marva is a legend. And she put that is. And then Mr. Charles, was she at the beginners ball in Virginia?
Yeah, I talked to her. I got pictures of her. I got pictures of everybody.
Okay.
I'd like to say something though.
Okay.
and this is before we do whatever it is you want me to do. I want to say say hello. Please let me say hello to everybody in the state of California. I want to say hello to you, and I want to thank you for being a part of my life, a part of my dance life. And I want to leave you with this thought. I am who I am because of you.
My.
Without you, there would be no me.
Amen.
I love all of California. You know that I do. You know I stand strong for us. And they say I carry it on my shoulder. Well, I'm okay with it. As long as you're standing with me, I'm okay with it. I know Ray wrote me a text. I had Marva do us proud. I'm trying, Ray. I'm trying. Now tell me what I did. But I love everybody, and I feel loved whenever I go somewhere. I do. I feel love, and I'm grateful.
All right. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate.
Freddie Edmonds says, "Tell Auntie Marva I said hi for me." And then our Sunsere, I always say her name wrong. Brown said, "Hey, beautiful people." African Violet said, "Hello to you all." Adrian Speed in Motion said, "Wild Wild West is my favorite." And Edward Griffin says, "Tell her Ed wants." Oh, you want that book? I said that one. Lucy Line Dance Fancy Dancer said, "Hello to everyone." Hello, Lucy. Adrian Speed in Motion says she's taking it all in, all of the knowledge that you're given. Ray Too Cool said he's danced with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Carla said,
and a whole lot of people dance.
You answered that one. And let's see. Renee Black said, "Hey, mommy, love you much." Christina Johnson said, "Good evening."
She's
so she didn't talk about her showcase.
Oh.
Okay. Let me talk about.
Okay. Yeah. Just let me. Rochelle Dean said, "Congratulations." She said, "Marva." Avis said, "Hey." Edward said, "Hey, Marva, my best friend, my best friend." And then Yvonne Cornelia says, "Greetings, line dance family. Callie in the house. Welcome, Marva. My first line dance instructor." Carla Gray gave you claps. Melba Stenner says, "Welcome, Miss Marva." And she said, "Hello, Queen Zandra." And Mr. Charles, safe travel, Zandra. And Christina said, "Good evening." You got a lot of people in here.
Yes.
Peachy said, "Hello, all. This is Washita." And then Adrian said she's driving also, coming back from I guess from the event. And then let's see, I got them all now. Okay, now we caught up.
All right. My showcases were, most of them were done in Las Vegas.
Okay.
We attended Vegas Jam. Mm-hmm. It was always the first Saturday, first weekend in October.
Okay.
And Larry Call, they were doing a showcase. I was so impressed. Jackie Bowie did a showcase, and I was so impressed with it. I told her she had raised the bar so high that I had to get a ladder just to reach the bar. So I decided that I was going to give them. They said, "Who wants to do a showcase?" So I threw my hand up, and everybody was good with it. And I started doing. I had different themes of shows that I did. I did one called from the book that I gave you. This was from that book. It was called The Legends. And these were rhythm and blues artists who had passed away.
Okay.
And so we had like a funeral scene, and then we undressed and we went to the club. No, I mean just took the coat off. That's all.
Okay.
I didn't say. No, I ain't said it. But anyway, we were dancing and we showcased a lot of the artists that had passed away. And that was one. And the last showcase that I did, I did a Michael Jackson showcase too. And it was called Street Scene. And my guys were all down on the ground shooting dice. We had a thing made and they were down on the ground shooting dice. And then we had siren. Renee had put the siren in, and so when the siren came, they shot away. And then somebody took the money because they had real money down there. And that was street scene. And then the last one that I did was a gospel.
Okay.
Larry told me, he said, Marva, I don't know how you're going to top that one. And I said, well, I don't try. I said, everyone has to stand on its own.
Stand on its own.
And but we danced. It was a show. It wasn't just a showcase. It was a show, but it was only like 15, 20 minutes. So I had to put a lot into one place. But I had people who danced with me, and I appreciate it. I know I worked them hard, and I appreciate all of their hard work.
And it's a blessing. We can see the love on the scene. Ray said he was in the street scene, and Renee Black said those saloon girls. So as you can see, the love is out there. The people they really enjoy what you do, and that's got to make you feel good, because some of your peers, some of the people who came, after you, can say, hey, I love Miss Marva. Things that she's done has been amazing. And I mean, they're talking about your plays, they're talking about your dancing, and it's gotta be amazing. I've never seen your plays, but just from what they tell me, I'm excited. I'm also a playwright. I wrote a play called Seniors Need Love Too. Because people think when you get old, you don't need love. It's not about sex. It's about love. And there's a big difference. And so I can appreciate what you're doing, what you've done in your career. But we have to move on, because if we not, Miss Marva, we're not gonna get to the end of this. We're gonna be going and going. So we ask everybody to subscribe to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance on YouTube and Facebook. And thank you for tuning in. And so now Miss Marva is getting ready to sing for us.
Look at your face. Look at your face.
Remember, we got to do things, right? All three of us April birthdays, right? Y'all got 3 April birthdays in the house. What?
You know what?
How you say it?
You know what? I'm pulling rank.
You pulling rank?
I'm pulling rank.
Okay.
So y'all sing. Go ahead. Let me count you off. Ready?
Okay.
Well,
right,
we have to say
which version, Mr. Charles? Which version?
We have to say whose birthdays it is in April first.
Yes. Okay. Whose birthday?
Your birthday was when, Queen?
Mine was April 11th, 411.
Mine is April 27th. And
yes.
April 29th.
So
April
we just sing happy birthday.
We got 3 April birthday. All right, so we need our audience to sing happy birthday then. Sure.
All right, let's go. We're gonna all sing, but I ain't
All right, go ahead, Mr. Charles.
I'll start off.
Okay.
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday. Oh, Adrian, Freedom Motion. Happy birthday, Adrian.
All of us.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Mr. Charles. Happy birthday, Queen. Hey, happy birthday. We wish you many
2 days after mine.
Many years. Yeah.
When it's my birthday, I always call her for her birthday. Always.
Okay.
Now, you see all these people over here?
More.
You see all these people over here? This is why I love this woman so much. Look at what she has. I'm not stupid. I'm not a stupid man. I know good people.
Yes, everybody say happy birthday.
Happy birthday to all of us.
You.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Happy birthday to both of you too.
You
Enjoy.
well.
Hope you have a great year and
yes.
do what you want to do. Enjoy yourself.
And I know that you gonna be 21 on the 29th, and Mr. Charles gonna be 21 on the 29th. So you know what I'm saying?
No. He's older than I am.
Yeah.
Older than you.
Okay. I'll take it.
Well, look, we all gonna be 21. How about that? When we turn out.
All right.
I don't want to be 21. That's a little bit. Okay.
I'll
take. Where you want? Round 30, Miss Marva?
40, 50.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, 40, 50. Okay. Y'all go ahead. I'm still 21. I'm gonna make it 21. Sure. All right, y'all. We're gonna move on. This has been awesome. Donations are accepted via $ the LDC. No amount is too small. I use that money to keep the podcast going and also to have our trivia. I give away money every week. Well, not every week. I give away money every month, but we usually pick a day or so every month, one Sunday a month, and we give away money. I used to give away every Sunday, but this month my bank account started. So I had to stop doing every Sunday. So I had to do one Sunday a month now. All right. So our next section will be our announcement section. All right. So Miss Margaret, would you like to start and tell us any announcements you have? Anything coming up? Any places you're going to be teaching? Any events?
July the 8th, I will be at Del Air Park. We're having it's called Summer Bash.
Okay.
And it will be a representing California in any way you want. It will be from 12 noon until 4 o'clock. And it's a free event.
Okay. You just said the magic. When you say free, they come out the wood.
I have one August 26th, same format, same place, same time, same place. And it's a event. It's my way of saying thank you, trying to give back to the community that has truly embraced me. So this is my way of trying to give back. So those are 2 events that I have coming up.
All right.
In August, I'm doing an event for a person named Kathy Hughes. And I'm right now writing an event. I'm writing a showcase, and this is a showcase, a Prince showcase.
Okay.
And so we're dancing to Prince. We're doing dancing to Prince's music. I'm doing the dialogue.
Okay.
And they said, I said, I'm going to be a Prince-like character.
Uh-oh.
And someone said, "You gonna keep your clothes?" And I said, "I am not running across the stage with my behind hanging out."
That's not gonna happen. Happy birthday to Renee. Her birthday was April the 2nd. Happy birthday, Renee.
That's my daughter.
That's your daughter? Oh, happy birthday, daughter. My daughter. Happy birthday.
And she's supposed to be here. She's supposed to be here.
Okay.
But I have another event that I'd like to at least announce it. I'm trying to get a place for November. I'm trying for the first or the second week in November.
Okay.
I'm trying to put on what I'm calling a choreography showcase. If you have choreographed a dance, I'd like for you to come and show it. If there's a dance in your group that you like and you all feel like you do it well, please come out and share with us.
Okay.
There's no prizes, there's no trophies, it's just bragging rights.
Okay.
Is all it is that I'm so if you've choreographed a dance though and you want to show it, please come out. So all I can say is I'm giving you this information, but I will be as soon as I get a place, then I will give out full information. But this is not until November, and it's probably going to be a big event.
Miss Margaret, do you know when in November?
I'm trying for the first or the second Saturday in November.
Or second Saturday, okay. Saturday in November. Okay.
So if anybody knows of a big place, let me know. Give me a call if you because I'm trying to find a big enough place where we can dance and showcase and we can have enough people. Because some people may come and bring a big group and some may not, but I need to be able to accommodate everybody.
Okay.
But that's
Adrian.
That's my.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And I know Adrian's going to be a part of it. So I'm good.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to my Prince. I told him I'm writing this Prince showcase.
Mm-hmm.
Look like it ought to be in Vegas to me.
All right. Hey, it sounds like why not? Let me tell you, there is nothing I can't do. You know, if that's your dream, and you believe it, them to tell us when it's coming. I believe it with you. I'm waiting. When we
okay,
do it, you know, when is it gonna be on TV? You know, I'm ready. I'm ready.
One thing about it, I will make sure that it is. I'll make sure that it's taped, so that you can see it.
Okay, yes.
I'll make sure that happens.
And listen, Barbara, you have to let me or Mr. Charles know so we can announce it on the podcast so everybody will know. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Charles, you have announcements?
Thank you.
I know you do.
Well, I'll be going to Rondé's event, May 19th to the 21st in Greenville, which is down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to Miami, on the way to Jamaica, Cayman Islands, the Carlos and Avis line dance cruise, which is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
September, I'll be going to the Cox, Sandy So-and-so's Cox, I'll be emceeing there. And then, of course, in October, I'm hanging out with Queen Sheila, doing her event. And I'm ending the year in Columbus, Ohio, with our next guest. I know I'm ahead of myself, doing his event in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Yes. Nice November. Guy. Nice guy.
Okay.
He's wonderful.
Okay. You got the 2025.
Oh, I didn't know I was going to do that.
I mean, no, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't give them a lot, just a little bit. So they can tune back in.
I know I'm going. I'm going on a cruise to the Bahamas, okay, in August 18th to the 22nd in 2025. I don't know about everybody else. I hope everybody else go. But I'm on.
Miss Marva,
what'd you say, Marva?
Miss Marva.
It got my attention right away.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
It's happening.
Well, we're gonna. Okay. I have a few announcements. I'll be at Adrian's Speed in Motion, and then the third weekend I'll be in Sacramento, California event, and I promise this lady that give me 1 second. Let me pull it up here. California Dance in August. Purple Rain Affair.
Yes.
You going to?
That's it.
All right. Purple. Oh, yes. You, Miss Marva. The Purple Rain and Soul Line Dance. And they have a lot of great instructors going to be there. And Miss Marva Black with the California Connection. So it's going to be awesome. Awesome. It's 11, 12, and 13, 2023, and it's at the Ontario Convention Center. And special guests will be by the Gents. I promised that I would announce that. Now, let me tell y'all about, before I forget real quick, let me tell y'all, we're going to have a special session after this. We're going to start at 8:30. Is going to come on and talk about the cruise. So if you have any questions, so what we're going to do, we're going to end when we finish with Miss Marva, and we're going to go to the bathroom, get some water, whatever we got to do for a few minutes. Then at 8:30, we're going to come back. Carlos will be on to talk about the 2025 cruise. So I ain't going to jump on his thing. I have to talk a bit. So now I want to tell y'all about the next other main event, October 13th, 14th, and 15th, Florida. This will be my final annual Urban Dance Symposium here in Tampa. And it's going to be 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be at Embassy Suites, everything. I don't care how much it costs. Everything's at the hotel. And it's going to be awesome. And Mr. Charles and Zandra are going to be instructors. And I'm telling you, it's a good time. And Miss Marva, guess what? On Saturday night,
what?
Miss Marva, we're going to have the woo-hoo. What? We have the Queen. So we're going to have red carpet all the way down the hallway, videoed in their beautiful evening gowns. It's on. It's going to be an awesome, good time. We're going to have a pool party on Friday. And then we're going to have some workshops on Friday and dancing on Friday night and Saturday night. Morning, some more workshops. And we just have, and then Sunday, we're going to have a praise service. And we're going to do some gospel dancing. I mean, it's going to be an awesome weekend. So y'all, if you're not going anywhere, 13th, you got to come to Tampa. You got to come. I'm trying to tell you now. Now, we don't have no, all we have in October is sunshine, okay? And you can go to the beach and swim. And it's a lot party. So anyway, all that. I'm just excited, y'all. I'm excited. This is my last annual one. Okay, so now we're going to do shout outs. You ready, Miss Marva?
I am. I want to give a shout out to all of my friends that are in every state, all the people that I have met, and all the people that I have not met that I look forward to meeting.
Okay.
But I have met so many people, and I just want you to know from my heart that I'm saying I love you. I miss so many of you because we don't have Vegas Jam anymore, but I will never forget you. Yeah. So all that you contribute to my life, thank you so much. I hope for all that I get, I give.
Thank you so much, Miss Marva. Let's give her a hand, y'all. Yeah. Shout out.
Oh,
you want me to go next, Mr. Okay, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, I just want to, Miss Marva, I tell you for being our guest. Yeah. Let me tell you something. This lady hard to get though. I called and I text and I emailed and I did get a call back, but I was like, you know what? It's all way. We're gonna get this lady on our show, and I'm so thankful that it happened today. Today is a special day. And I guess I want to give a shout out to my wonderful husband, King Joseph. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Charles, my co-host. I tell you, awesome co-host. Hosting, also awesome co-host. I love you both. To all of the line dancers around the world, dancers, all the instructors around, because I know it is not easy to be an instructor. People to collect money. It is not that easy, and I know. So want to thank all the instructors around world. I want to just say to all of our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. All of the good things that you said about Miss Marva, that you said to us, that they're looking forward to. And Cynthia said, hi, Queen. Hi, Pamela Nickens. Said we keep going in and out. I don't know why we good over here. Okay, so we just want you to know that we appreciate you because like you said, Miss Marva, with someone to teach, we don't need a teacher, right? Without students, we don't need a teacher. And we know you're not our students, but you're going for, just tuning in today. Okay, so now, Mr. Charles, I think we could do our toast. What you think?
I still want to get some shout outs.
Oh, you ain't do your shout outs. I'm sorry, do your shout. My bad. I told you I get excited, Mr. Charles. You know that. I'm sorry.
You should have went last. That was a great shout out.
Oh, okay.
I gotta keep it short. Of course, to you, Zandra, and actually this wonderful person, Marva Black, who I've met in my life. I definitely have to give a shout out. I better give a shout out to my beautiful wife. Love you, baby. Okay.
Yes.
And there's a couple. Of course, I always give a shout out to the military. My brothers and sisters. Keep them out of harm's way. All the line dance instructors, all the people that try to set up these conventions is so hard. But I got to give a special shout out to Avis and Carlos. On one heck of a beginning, treated me like I was part of family, and that touched my heart. They did a wonderful job, and people need to understand that and see that. And like I said, that. And then I also want to give a small shout out to That Short Girl. If you get on YouTube, you will see that she is on a show. What they call it?
Johnson.
Yeah. And Gerard, they are teaching. It's just telling that the line dance community is bigger than just line dancing. We vent you out.
Yeah.
when we do things in the community, like Martha, she's getting the awards. It's not just like you said, just going back and forth to class. And these people need to be I'm all this and that. No, they just go out there and do what they do and love it. And I'm here to let them know that was one of when you saw that touched my heart. So, and of course, all these people on the right side of the board, give a shout out to all you people.
Yes,
you know, just for tuning in.
I do too. Thank you. Thank you all for coming in.
And one thing I forgot to mention, I'm truly blessed. I'm here at the ELSO, and they had me teaching line dance Friday and Saturday night at the National the state convention. So we're in this big giant hotel thing here in Orlando, and that's a blessing because they could have asked anything, but they asked me, and it was grand. I was acting like I really knew what I was doing. This way, go that way. Then I said, well, that way. But we had fun. That's what it's all about, you know? What it's all about. All right, so now we Miss Marva, please don't forget to add Let's Talk Soul Line Dance, that you were a guest on Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. Okay,
I sure
appreciate you. Now we're gonna do a toast to our guests, but I got it.
Okay, I was told that we were gonna drink out of red cups, and so I got my red cup. Now I'm not necessarily a part of the Red Cup Society, but I got a wake up call. I was told, and so therefore, here's my red cup.
Okay. Mr. Charles, sorry, Mr. Charles.
Well, mine is actually because we have such a wonderful big time instructor. On here, a person my class just for you, man. With Crown Royal Pizza.
Crown Royal Pizza. All right.
Well, I'm officially part of the Red Cup Society.
Well, you know,
I
got some else too.
Left out because I'm in a hotel room. They don't have no red cups in here. All right.
I have people who are part of the society, so I know I have some.
Okay.
It's on you, Queen. The toast.
Okay.
It's on you.
Miss Marva, we cannot pay you for the knowledge, that excitement, and everything that you told us tonight about line dance, and I know it's so much more. Even about your play, the dance that you choreograph, everything that you do in the community, giving back to the community, every done and going to do, we cannot thank you. But we just want to do it to you, memorabilia of all the experience and all the good things that you told us tonight. So it's full of water. It's not red. I got a red straw today. All right, so toast to you. We love you.
Thank you. Love you back.
Definitely from the heart.
I hope everyone took a drink with us and toasted to Miss Marva as well. All right, so now we're gonna go. Let me show one more thing. If you're interested in being a guest on Let's, you can contact me, Queen Sheila, at 813-407-1216 or WENSHEILA@gmail.com. Notice that my queen is spelled with a W. Okay? So if you're interested in being a guest, we'd love to have you. Just until maybe late July or August, but we'd love to get you in. They give you time to get all your stuff together. And I wanted to bring out UniversalSoulLineDance.com. Katrina Daniels, that you want to be on the calendar. She has created a line dance calendar of events. Excuse me. So any events that you have coming up, if you contact her or go on her page, she'll put your event up there, and everybody can go to that page and know what's going up. And then we have Dance Connection, Miss Nicole points. Any dances you created, any classes you haven't, or events, because what happens is, say like we travel family members at another state or another city, you can go to Urban Line Dance Connection and type in the city and state classes that are in that area. So these are two very, very good resources to use in your line dancing. So now we're gonna go to y'all's favorite. Oh wait, before we go to y'all favorite part of the show. Yes, we have the dance. Hold on, let me take that off.
Oh yeah.
We have the dance of the week, and the dance of the week is by Miss Marva Black. The song is by Janet Jackson, and the name of the dance is. It's the dance that I went in and look at it. Straight to the point. Choreographed by Miss Marva Black. You got to go see. That's the dance of the week. You want to edit and click on it. And then tell us how much you'd like as that. Okay? And we're going to go now to show. I'm going to leave the dance up there. So everybody can write it down. Our trivia break. Da, 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 da. Go ahead, Mr. Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miss Marva, what we do at this point, something that we talked about on the show tonight, you said, or something that we talked about, we asked our audience a question, from what we talked about. And if they have the answer, then they can win $5. So the question, I can save $5 this week. I ain't got to get away with 15. Okay. So, Miss Marva, you have a question you'd like to ask our audience, something we talked about?
When did I start line dancing?
She took my
good question.
I was ready too.
Yeah. When did she start line dancing? Let's see. I know. Can I answer? Oh, look at Adrian. Go, Adrian. Go, Adrian. Oh.
What is Griffin doing?
2001. All right. Melva, Adrian beat you this time. Adrian Speed in Motion, 1995, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Miss Marva?
Yeah.
95. Okay,
yes.
so Adrian got that one. Good job, Adrian. See what happens, Miss Marva? They be rewinding. Sometimes we ask questions, they rewind, or they get their pad, but they have their pad and pencil out, and they write down the answers or things that you say so they can remember.
It's smart.
Yes. Smart. Okay, Mr. Charles, you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to take your. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you.
What was one of Marva's plays? What was the name of one of her plays?
That's a good question.
Anyone?
That's a good one. What's the name of one of her plays? And I know your team members got this answer.
Let's see.
Rhythm in blank. Close.
That's that crazy Ed.
That's it. You got it.
Rhythm in?
No, it's Rhythm in. Is he missing the last word? Right?
But it starts with a B. He's missing the last word.
Word. Yeah. Okay, what is it? Da, na, na, na.
He's still doing the
blank. Rhythm in Black. Adrian.
Adrian has been listening.
Yeah, she's been listening.
She already won, so.
She already won, right? So we gotta go to the next person.
Sandra.
Everybody, I see Rhythm in. I guess they didn't get the last word.
Oh, yeah. Nobody got the last word. Look.
Facebook blocked out the word.
Black should have answered that.
Color.
Yeah, Renee should have answered that. That's your daughter, right?
Yeah.
Right. Your daughter.
Answer that.
Yeah.
But
Melvin said if
see that
Facebook blocked that word.
Sansa Ray says she has it. And Edward Griffin.
Facebook blocked the word.
Said Facebook
Blocked the word out because of its
maybe
color.
because it's a color.
Yeah, wow, black? Really?
Oh, okay. So Ed did win.
Yeah, Ed was first.
Okay.
I
All
guess
right,
so.
Ed. Congratulations. Congratulations, Ed.
It won't
All
post
right,
the
so
last
my
word.
question- Yeah, sometimes they will block out if it's if they think it's something derogatory or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
Let's see. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Give me 2 types of awards that Marva has. Got you thinking, Mr. Charles. Got you thinking. I see. Yeah. 2 types of awards that she's won.
I wrote them down. I can't win.
She's won 2 awards. Probably a lot more, but 2 that she talked about. Lifetime Achievement. That's one. Ed. Somebody said Gospel Train. Oh, that was your other play,
That's
right?
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lifetime Achievement. So the 2 people that won can't win.
Okay.
2 people got it.
Community Service Award. Yeah.
Does Ed live with you or something?
One more. It's got, there we go. 8.
Yeah, but she won already.
Right. Almost have
Ed
it.
won.
Almost have it. Ed.
Somebody,
Yep. No, that's good. Coach Ed. UC
UC
Star and
Award.
Lifetime
All right.
Service Award. Yay, Melva.
Melva.
Melva got it.
I do
Lifetime
win.
Service Award. Go, Melva. Go, Melva. Go. All right. Go, Edward. Who else won? Go. Ed doing good.
Adrian,
So if you
money back.
okay, yes. Thank you. I don't have it anyway. I was gonna write you a check.
It's gonna cost you more to send it.
Okay, it's gonna cost me more to send it. You're right. You're right. So, Mr. Charles.
Yes.
Before we go to our closing, what did I miss? Your favorite part.
Who's next week?
Thank you, Melva. Who's next week? None other than
Bernard
the infamous. Go ahead.
Smith from Cole.
Will be our guest. Yes, next week.
Yes,
Ohio,
right? One of my best buddies in the line dance business.
Yep,
best friend.
Ohio. Yes.
Yes.
So
Columbus, Ohio line dance.
Bernard is going to be on next week, and then once we finish the show, we're going to close this down. We're going to end the show with last minute comments, and then come back at 8:30. Go, I told you I go to the bathroom, get some water, whatever. Come back at 8:30. Carlos is going to come on and talk about the 2025 cruise. So if you have any questions, you better send your little questions in via chat, and then hopefully we can get to them so that Carlos can answer all your questions. Okay, Miss Marva, we cannot thank you enough for being our guest today. I mean, you are a phenomenal woman. I've never met you in person, but now I've met you in camera. How about that? And I look forward to meeting you in person.
And this is truly,
ma'am.
I look forward to meeting you, and I want to thank you so much for asking me. And I need to apologize to you twice. 1, because it was so hard to get me, and 2, I messed your name up. I called it Queen Sugar.
That's all right.
But you know what? You're a real sweet person. I don't think I messed up because you are a real sweet person.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Mara. And I really look forward to meeting you live one day so that I can give you a big fat hug and say thank you again for being our guest. So if you're not busy, October 13th, 14th, 15th, we'd love to have you in Tampa.
Well, now,
she
didn't tell you how when I first met her. When I first met her, she didn't know that I met her. We was in Vegas, and she had a line of people. And I was waiting back there because I know Marva Black. I was waiting. I finally went there, and I said, Marva Black, my name is Charles. Well, she said, oh, hi, sweetie. I went back to the table. She called me sweetie. I was so happy.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how one word. Go ahead, y'all. Yeah. You'd be surprised how one word can brighten somebody's day.
All it is.
Just something positive. It's time out for all this negative. Real quick, and I'm gonna close. I was saying that if the line dance community all came together, y'all think I'm kidding? Oh my God, there is so much. This light is right in my face. There's so much more we can achieve. If we all could just come together and work towards a common goal. And so that's why I'm so excited. I'm just so excited about all the things that are coming up, all the events that are coming up, all the things that you've done in our community. Miss Marva, please, 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 when you write this book about all you've done and your line dancer, I want to buy the first copy. Okay. I want to buy because your daughter be first, but I want to get a copy because the conversation with you, I've learned so much, like as an instructor. And real quick, one thing you said in order to be in your showcase, you got to know what you're doing. You got to be on point. That's something that I'm working on because I have a heart for people, and then I feel bad sometimes when I put people in my showcase who don't know the dance, and they're struggling, and we up on the big stage and we looking back. Tell me, if they haven't come to class, they don't know the dance, don't put them on stage. And so that's one that I'm really, really working on. And I thank you for saying that because I just got to step up and say, I'm sorry, sweetie, but you're not ready.
I need you to understand something as well. I also tell my students, even though they're not as strong as some, I also tell them that it's my job to make them better.
Okay.
And so that means if they need help, then I need to help them.
Okay.
And I'm willing to help them. But there is a point that you reach that you know whether or not you can do this or not.
Right. Yeah.
But it's our job as instructors is to help people, not to criticize, not to put them down, and not to put them out on Front Street just because. It's our job to make them better.
Right. Well,
so when you're doing a showcase,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's not an easy thing, but it gets better. It gets better, and I love
my
showcases.
Thing is, when we get ready to showcase, or like we do the Florida State Fair, it's thousands of people there. We're on the big stage and on the big screens and all the cameras, and I'm bringing people there who haven't been to class, and they come the week before the event. You know what I'm saying? They haven't. So that's something that I need to
work yes, on. I do.
Yes, I
need
to work on that.
Yeah, you do. You do. I'm going to tell you like my son told me. When we danced for the Martin Luther King Parade, we were in the Martin Luther King Parade, and we took first place 3 times in a row.
Okay.
And I think I might have not been too excited about rehearsing. And he said, Mom, we're going to be dancing for our biggest audience. And he was right.
Okay.
It was thousands of people out there. And so remember that. We're dancing for our biggest audience. Would you come to see you?
Right, exactly. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's see the knowledge. I enjoy
talking to you. I really enjoy talking to you. I enjoy sharing whatever it is that I have to share with people. I enjoy sharing it. It doesn't do me good by myself. It's only good after I give it away.
Man,
and watch it grow.
And I totally agree.
You have given me
I'll be calling you.
You have given me an opportunity to share. Okay, because I got to get your number right so I can send you this picture.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Everybody remember the dance of the week. Straight to the point, Black. The song is "You Want This" by Janet Jackson. So everybody, make sure you go out there on YouTube and pull up this dance so you can see it this week and learn it, and then teach it to your class. And then Miss Marva can see her dance on YouTube for everybody doing it. Okay? And Carlos said, Marva!
Hey, Carlos, how are you?
Yes. Yes. So are we going to get off the air now so that everybody can go get their refresh their drink and all of that? Because Carlos will be on at 8:30. So Miss Marva, thank you so much for being our guest. Really, I really appreciate you and all of the knowledge that you've given. And I'm going to take the advice you gave me and I'm going to use it. And you'll see a difference in my group as well. Okay. And I want you to know that love is,
all right.
Okay. Love is no good unless you give it away. So here's some of ours. Man.
Thank you.
We love you.
Love you.
Thank you. Have a good night, okay?
Love you both.
And see you soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. Good night.